far, actually. But on offense, you guys struggled. It's kind of been a little bit of a story in the bubble for you guys. What happened out there tonight, in your opinion?
We just didn't hit shots, plain and simple. We had a lot of wide open looks that we just didn't complete. And that's kind of the story. I think we did a great job defensively. A few little mess ups, but, not bad for first game.
Yeah, Kyle, you mentioned the open looks. The team shot 15.6% from three-point range. Is there a way to turn that around in time for game two? It's another issue that's kind of been plaguing you guys really since you got to Orlando.
Yeah, I think so. We got shooters. It's all about really confidence. I think that, coming out the gate, first playoff game, a lot of jitters. Just from the team, not so necessarily the jitters, but just, the anxiety and that rush to play. So, if we could just calm down, take our time, because the shots are going to be there all series. They want to crowd the paint, and, you got to hit shots.
The good news for you guys, all these games in the first round are every other day. They're really tightly packed. Did you see enough tonight to say, hey, here's what we can do to attack Portland and to beat them in game two on Thursday?
Yeah, for sure. We just got to know what we did wrong, what we can execute on better, and then just erase the game. Like you said, every game is every other day. So for us, if we're able to just continue to just play with spirit. That's the biggest thing. Just play with spirit.
Me too. Hey, Kyle, this is Brad here in LA. You're a very confident player, shooter, but when you guys are all missing shots the way you are, how do you maintain your confidence when you're shooting, like Brad said, 15.6% from three-point range?
You gotta erase. You gotta erase your memory. That's part about being confident. If you miss 10 in a row or you made 10 in a row, you can't. You gotta forget about them. You gotta keep shooting them. I like to say, just shoot till you get hot, and I think we have that capability.
Game two of the Lakers Trailblazers is on Thursday. Game time is at 6. Our pregame coverage begins at 5. We will see you then for sure. Let's head back to Orlando. Frank Vogel speaking with Mike Trudell in the media via Zoom.
Frank, Damian Lillard said in his walk-off interview on TNT that all of the close games they played in the seeding games got them.
Leading up to game one was between the Blazers and the Lakers. And Damian Lillard just mentioned it on the postgame show right after that win for them, was that they had been playing playoff basketball this entire time. And it prepared them, as he mentioned, for game one. I think you look at the start of how the Lakers came out, the lack of urgency a bit, trying to find that rhythm, trying to find that flow, as you guys mentioned off the top of the show. What'd you see from the Blazers? They were in rhythm, they were in flow, they were able to provide that pressure. And then you look at the last 7:21 of that game. You guys just showed it in the highlight, 19-6 run. You had a bit of some tired legs for the Lakers, short shots. Rob, you talk about all the time, when you're short, it's because you're tired, your legs aren't under you. For the Blazers, 3 after 3, just rhythm, flow. Everything we have seen this entire time from them stayed on par.
One thing that I talked about over the last couple weeks, and I know it's not an excuse because everybody's in the same situation, but when I watch Milwaukee today lose to Orlando and I watch Portland beat the Lakers, those are #1 seeds. If you're at home and you're playing at Staples, I guarantee you have some energy. They just didn't have it in that first quarter. And like Ali said, Rob and James, Portland in a different mode. We're against the world the entire time. Miracle after miracle just to get into the playoff series, to get into the playoffs against Memphis. Well, different mindset.
Dame said it before they both even started, like, if we don't have a chance to go in, I'm not going down there. And he's showing you now we have a chance, and now that I'm down here, I'm going to put in work. The thing you got to understand about this bubble is, guys, you can't sit back and think I'm gonna be ready for the playoffs. I look at the way the Lakers approached this in the bubble. They had those games where, oh, I'm not gonna play LeBron, I'm not gonna play AD. These guys were out there getting a rhythm. These guys were playing playoff games, like Ali said. But you cannot think you're going to turn on because, oh, I'm the #1 seed. Yes, but you're not at home, so it does not matter in the bubble. And I don't really think they were prepared going into this game because they didn't have not one game in the bubble that was a good game to me.
87-81. Yeah. Kuz hits that bucket. We're sitting there watching this game together. We both felt good at that time. Dame, CJ hit huge shots right after that. Dame hit 2 in a row. Changed everything.
But you said it, too. Dame time is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
And that's the thing is no team can feel comfortable, whether you're in the East or you're the West, going against a guy like him who has a hot hand, who feels it all over the floor. You talked about it. The shot should be outlawed. When it's way past and at the logo as it was one of those things. It's one of those things for the Lakers that you have to be able to build yourself some cushion. Yeah. You know, more than just a 1-2 possession game. And my question here, I guess, moving forward is, given there is no travel days, it is every other day, how do the Lakers find that rhythm? How do they make sure they gain the momentum that they need?
And big game, when you're minus 24 in threes, 13-5, in this kind of a game that's back and forth, man, it's tough to win.
Yeah, Rob said it.
It's tough to win.
Rob said it. They hadn't had a really good, consistent game since they've been in the bubble. They've been, you know, struggling here in one category. They might get one right here, but they have not put it all together. People are going to think I'm crazy when I say this, but best thing to happen to them right now is a loss. It's going to wake them up.
Has to.
It's going to wake them up because the lethargic is something you cannot have. And, you know, there is no advantage. There's no home court advantage here. So they got to realize that and come out with some killer instinct.
All right, let's go back to the Lakers locker room. Kuz is with the media.
Hey, Kyle. You guys did pretty well on defense tonight, holding